Hi, friends. Valerie Turner with Close to My Heart, and I hope that you had a fabulous Christmas, and I want to wish you a happy new year. The first thing we're going to do with our Evergreen Creative Design Studio layout number 1 is to use our blending brushes and the Distress Oxide inks. I'll have to tell you first, I'll be honest, when I looked at it on the layouts in the guide, I wasn't so sure that I liked the look. I thought it was too bright of a green, but when I did it on my own layouts and put it together, I absolutely loved it. In order to determine the best placement for the Distressed Oxide inks, I am grabbing my pattern papers and just laying them out to get an idea of where everything is going to be so that I can put the Distressed Oxide inks in the best place. So here you see me just trying to get a rough idea, and then I'm going to move that aside and add in the Distressed Oxide ink. Now I did decide to do a little bit more with the Speckled Egg than I did the Rustic Wilderness because I wanted more of the softer greens, not that big, bright, bold green. Once you've done the Distressed Oxide on the left-hand side, then we are ready to start adhering down our pieces. And the pieces are going to go together pretty much just like they do in the workshop guide. The only difference is that because I added in the different layers to my photo mats, you'll want to just shift your 4x6 photo over to the left just a little bit to accommodate those additional layers. Now here I'm showing you how I gutted out the inside of my glitter paper. I did not do this on camera for all of the layouts, but if you gut your glitter paper, not only does it save your paper, but it also makes your photos or your next layer of paper adhere easier, right? If you're going to adhere directly to glitter paper, you want to maybe use glue dots, but if you gut that center out, your next layer of paper or your picture will stick better. Now, you know, my friends, I am having such a hard time putting things straight, so I'm using the portion of my T ruler there to make sure I put things straight. And I'm going to tell you, the situation I've got here is getting much worse. Even with the ruler now, it is really hard for me to get things straight. But I did just have a doctor's appointment right before Christmas, and hopefully we're going to have some answers and solutions soon to figure out this problem. Notice when you're putting 1B, the strip up at the top, that it does not go all the way to the edge, right? And also you notice I brought in a piece of my all-purpose mat there that I used for adding adhesive. It makes it so nice to not get adhesive all over everything. I just use my all-purpose mat there and it cleans right up. Don't forget about your little embellishments in this packet here, and be careful with those little evergreen pieces. They do tear if you aren't careful when you pull them out. I just love layering all these little clusters and pieces here, but you know me, I play and fidget to get it just the way that I want it. So hey, just fast forward through that. Well, wait, I already did that for you. Once we have these little embellishment clusters together, then we're going to grab in some of our stickers, and I am pulling some of the stars and placing them off on my all-purpose mat there. That's another thing that I love about the all-purpose mat, is that you can put your stickers on your sheet right until you're ready to use them. And I'm also removing the sticky with my anti-static pouch from all of those stickers, right? You'll see here that I didn't gut the glitter paper on those 3x4 pieces, but you certainly can. And now I'm just working on adding some foam tape and completing our additional embellishment clusters. You'll notice on the embellishments or stickers that are going over my photo mats that I've removed the sticky, right? So I can still get my photo under there. And for example, on that Winter Wonderland sticker there, I put foam tape on the right-hand side because I have so much thickness on my photo mat area there, right? Next, we're going to add in some stickles, and make this layout shimmer and shine with some stickles. I had a little speck of something down here, and the Rub and Remove eraser removed it perfectly. Look at how fun this is, and I just love how the Distressed Oxide really made the glass spray pop. Next, we're going to do the Distressed Oxide on the right side of our layout, and you'll see I just laid down my pattern paper roughly in the area of where it was going to go so that I knew where to put the Distressed Oxide. And look at how the Distressed Oxide makes that gloss spray pop. One thing I wanted to remind you of is that with our blending brushes, you can reuse them. You can wash them and reuse them for other colors, but the important piece is that you should not mix Distressed Oxide blending brushes with your water-based ink brushes, right? So even though you can wash them and use them with different colors, I would keep different brushes for different types of inks, right? Important notice there, because the Distressed Oxides have a bit of a pigment and an oil to them. You wouldn't want that residue to mix in with your water-based ink brushes. Just like if you are painting your wall at home, you wouldn't mix a water-based ink brush with an oil-based ink brush, right? So here I'm completing this layout just the same way as the workshop instruction, but you see I added in that glitter paper, and you know me, I fuss with the clusters a little bit, trying to get them just the way that I want them. I'm pulling some of the stickers in and adding them to my all-purpose mat here is such a great way to stage your stickers because they won't stick to the mat, right? And then you can pick them up and use your anti-static pouch on them to remove the sticky, or you can peel them up from the all-purpose mat and stick them right to your layout. It does not affect the stickiness to place them as a temporary holding spot on that all-purpose mat. If you are watching this video and crafting along with me, please know that you can pause this video at any time to complete a step. Once I determined how I was going to have all my pieces laid out, you'll notice that I did add some foam tape behind this photo mat. I wanted it to be popped up and raised above the other. And let's not forget our stickles, because it certainly adds a fun and sparkly touch to our winter layout. And here I go, shimmying that piece I forgot underneath there. Hopefully you got yours done in the beginning. Look at how fun and beautiful these layouts are. I hope that you have enjoyed layout number 1. Now we are going to place our right side of layout 1 in our page protector and make sure that it is seated all the way down in our page protector. We're going to grab our flip flap, and you notice I've already added in that acorn cardstock. It makes it easier to have something in the flip flap when you are lining it up, and I'm going to line it up over our previous photo spot there and seal it down with that adhesive strip. Look at how fun this is. You can add as many flip flaps as you want. You can stack them. You can do the Z fold. I think I've shown that before as well. Or you can add flip flaps in other areas on your layout as well, even over on that 4x6 side. Depends on how many pictures you have and how many flip flaps you want to add. I hope that you have enjoyed layout number 1, and I will see you in layout number 2.